Yo, what's going on, guys? Blue as White guys here again. I'm Horizon, and I'm coming at you with another Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys my 6 Samurai deck. Alright guys, so for the monsters, I run 3 Kagamusha of the 6 Samurai. Kagamusha is going to be your main tuner for this deck. He's a 2-star Earth, so he's going to be getting out Shin or just any of your synchros really. He's your main tuner for this deck. Next, I run 2 Kageki. Running 3 of these, I feel like it's kind of cloggy, so I only run 2 of them. This card's really good to to open up on your first hand, along with Kagamusha, because whenever he's normal summon, you can special summon a 6 Samurai as long as it's level 4 or lower from your hand, and then he gains 15 attack as long as you have another face-up 6 Samurai on the field. So he's a really good 3-star. You can get out Shien with him, so I run 2 of those. Next, your main 4-star for this deck, I run 3 Kazan. Kazan is a really good 1800 4-star, and you can special summon him from your hand as long as you control a face-up 6 Samurai. So he's really good to have in this deck. I run 3 of him. He also has an effect that if you control 2 or more face-up 6 Samurai, then he ends up having 2100 attack. He gains 300, and this is a really good card to have. Next, I run 1 Zanji. Zanji is going to be your asceticism target from Kazan, so you can special summon Kazan, activate asceticism, get out Zanji, and then XYZ summon, so he's a really good 1800 4-star. Next, I run 1 Anishi. Anishi is going to be your compulse of this deck. As long as you control face-up 6 Samurai, you can banish 2 out of your graveyard, and then pop a opponent's monster on the side of the field back up to their hand. So he's your compulse of this deck, really good card. Next, I run 1 Yariza. You can actually run another Elder in this deck instead of him. He's just a 3-star Earth. I just like him because you can also attack directly with him as if you have a face-up 6 Samurai. So if they have a monster, you can just attack directly for 1000, not have to worry about the monster. So he's a really good 3-star Earth. I also took him out and was playing around with Marauding Captain. He's alright. He's another Earth 3-star, so you can get out Nat Beast with him. But it's your choice. You can actually take this card out if you don't want to run it, because this is a 41 card deck. Next, I run 1 Elder. Like I said, you could take out Yariza and run 2 of these. Elder, you can special summon him from your hand if you control no monsters and your opponent does, so it's kind of like a Cyber Dragon. You can also get him out by using Asceticism and Kagamusha, so this will be your Asceticism target. Just another Earth 3-star. You can get out Nat Beast or Shien with him. Next, I run 1 Grandmaster of the 6 Samurai. I only run 1 of these because running more than 1 is kind of cloggy. You can special summon him from your hand if you control a face-up 6 Samurai, so he's just a good 2100 attack monster to have. And you can also, if you have Kagamusha and him out on the field, you can also get out like a level 7 or 8-star synchro monster. I'm not exactly sure how many of those are off the top of my head. And then I run 1 Shogun Shien. You can actually take this card out. Like I said, this is a 41 card deck. I like to run this card just at 1, just for the fact that most of the time whenever I draw him, I do have 2 6 Samurai on the field. And if you have 2 6 Samurai on the field, you can special summon him from the hand. So it's a really decent card. A lot of people don't like running him. I'm not exactly sure why. As long as you run 1, I feel like it's not too cloggy. And then lastly, I run 1 Shien Squire. I don't see a lot of people run this either. It is a 1-star tuner. The reason I do run this is because sometimes I will draw like a 4-star and then not have a Kagamusha, and then I want to get out Shien, so this will allow me to have 5-star Synchro and get out Shien with him. So he's a really decent card. Alright, next is the spell cards. So I run 3 Asceticism. Asceticism is a must to have in this deck. It pretty much allows you to search any 6 Samurai as long as it has the same attack as one that you're Asceticism off of. So you just pick 1 face-up 6 Samurai monster, and then you can get one that has the same attack, but it has to have a different name out of your deck. So he's really good. So if you have like Kagamusha, you can get out Elder, or if you have Kazan, you can get out Zanji. So this is a really good card. Next, I run triple smoke signal. It's pretty much kind of like your Rhoda of this deck, except that it's one level 3 or lower monster, 6 samurai monster, so you can get out Kagamusha or you can get out Kageki with him, or with this. This is a really good spell card to have. Next, I run triple 6 samurai United. United is a really good card because you activate it, and then whenever you normal summon or special summon a 6 samurai monster, you can put a counter on this, and then the max is 2. Then you can discard this card with the counters on it and then draw 2 cards, so it's a good draw power card. Next, I run 2 MSTs. Everyone knows what MST is. Running 3 is just not that great for this deck, but everyone knows what MST does. 1 Regeki. Everyone knows what Regeki does. 1 Soul Charge. Soul Charge is amazing for this deck. When you activate this, this allows you to get any number of monsters in your graveyard and special summon them, but you lose 1,000. So if you have this out first turn, then you can synchro summon, get out Shin, and then activate this card, and then synchro summon again. So it's a really, really, really good card to have in this deck. Next, I want to run 1 Rhoda. Everyone knows what Rhoda does. It allows you to get 1 level 4 or lower warrior type from your deck to your hand. I really wish this was back to 3, but it's limited to 1 now. Alright guys, next we have our trap cards. I run 3 Double-Edged Sword Technique. This card's really good. You can activate this card, then you select 2 6 samurai monsters in your graveyard, and then you can special summon them. Most of the time, I do get out my synchro materials and synchro as soon as I activate this card. If you don't use the monsters you get out of the graveyard, they are destroyed and you do take damage equal to their attack during the end phase. Next, I run 1 Backs to the Wall. Backs to the Wall is an amazing card. You pay life points so you have 100 left, and you special summon as many 6 samurai monsters from your graveyard as possible. This card has helped me so many times. It's just a really good card to have. It's decent to run at 1. I don't think I'd run any more, but this card has saved me so many times. Next, I run 1 Phoenix Chain. Everyone knows what Phoenix Chain is. You just target 1 face-up effect monster, negate the effects, and then it cannot attack. Really good card. 1 Trap Tricks Trap Hole Nightmare. This card is when a monster that will special summon this turn activates effect on your opponent's side of the field, negate the effect, and if you do, destroy that card. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole. Everyone knows what Bottomless does. 1,500 or more attack monsters is summoned. You can destroy it and remove it from play. 1 Mirror Force. Everyone knows what Mirror Force does. And then 1 Storming Mirror Force. I would actually like to run another one of these, the Storming Mirror Force, instead of just a regular Mirror Force. But I don't have one right now. The Storming Mirror Force is when an opponent's monster declares an attack, you return all face-up attack position monsters your opponent controls to the hand. Next, 1 Void Trap Hole. Void Trap Hole is when your opponent special summons a monster with 2,000 more attack. You can negate the effects, and then with the monster with 2,000 more attack, and then you destroy it. 1 Vanity's Emptiness. Vanity's Emptiness is a really good card to have when you activate it. Neither player can special summon monsters, and then if a card is sent from the deck or the field to the graveyard, then you destroy this card. It's a really good card to have. And then 1 Solemn Warning. Everyone knows what Solemn Warning does. You pay 2,000, negate the special summon of a monster or the activation of a spell card or a trap card or an effect. And then you destroy that card. Alright guys, next we have the extra deck. This is the main part of the deck. I run 2 Shins. Running more than 2 of these, I feel like this wasn't necessary for me. I only felt like I could get 2 out during a duel. But this card is the main card of the deck. This is the card that you want to get out. This card's effect is once per turn, you can negate a spell or trap card and then destroy it. And then if this card will be destroyed, you can send 1 face-up 6 samurai monster you control and then keep this out. So this is a really, really good card to have. This is the main boss monster of this deck. Next, I run 1 Gnat Beast. I like to try to get this out as soon as I can too. You can, like when a spell card is activated during your opponent's turn or either player's turn, you can mill 2 cards and then negate the activation to destroy it. Next, I run 1 Armades. Armades is a really good card. If this card is attack or attacked, your opponent cannot activate a card or card effects at the end of the damage step, so this is a really good card. Next, I run 1 Barkion. Barkion is good to have out on the field. It's pretty much just a Nat Beast. During either player's turn, you mill 2, and then you can negate the activation of a trap card. So Nat Beast is a spell that does traps. Next, I run 1 Yugioh Guardian. Yugioh Guardian is a really good card. When this card destroys an opponent's monster and by battle and sends it to the graveyard, then you can special summon that monster defense position. This is a really good card, 2800 attack. It's a good beater. Next, I run 1 Black Rose Dragon. Black Rose Dragon is kind of like a Regeki, except that, or I guess you could say it's more of a dark hole. It nukes the field, destroys everything when it synchro summons. You can activate that effect. A lot of times, that's what I do. I just synchro summon this and then just destroy all of it. This card is also destroyed, but this is a good card to have because it does nuke the field in tough situations. Next, this is probably one of my favorite cards of this deck, is Trishula. Trishula was banned, but they did limit it back to 1. When this card is synchro summoned, you can activate the effect to remove from play 1 card from the hand, the field, and the graveyard. So you get to remove from play 3 cards. This card is amazing. It's just really good. 2700 attack. It's a really good card to have. Next, for the XYZs, I run 1 Xian. Xian, what it does is that when you have XYZ materials on this, you can detach 1 and then target 1 of your 6 samurais that you control with less 2 as an attack, and then its attack becomes 2000. Next, I run 1 Excalibur. Excalibur is really good. 2 level 4 warrior type monsters. You can detach 2 XYZ materials from this, and then this card attack it's double, so it has 4000 attack until the end of your opponent's next turn. So it's a really good card. Next, I run 1 Castel. Castel, if you have 2 level 4 monsters on this, you can attach 1 to put a card face down in defense position, and then you can detach 2 of them, 2 XYZ materials, then to target 1 face up card on the field, shuffle into the deck. So it's kind of like a compulse, but it goes back into the deck. It's a really good card. Next, I run 1 number 106 Giant Hand. Giant Hand's really good, 2 level 4 monsters. During either player's turn, when monster effect is activated on your opponent's field, except during the damage step, you can detach 2 XYZ materials from this card and target 1 effect monster your opponent controls while this card is face up on the field. That effect monster's effects are negated. Also, it cannot change its battle position, so it's just good to negate effects. Really good card to have. And then I run 1 number 17 Leviathan Dragon. The only reason why I run this is because it says 2 level 3 monsters. I only get this out if I can't synchro summon and I have 2 level 3 monsters on the field, of course. So this card's a really good beater card. You can detach 1 XYZ material and then it gains 500 attack. And then if it has no XYZ materials, it cannot attack your opponent directly. So it could become 2500 and it can attack, or it become 3000, but it cannot attack your opponent directly. Next, I run 1 number 39 at Utopia. This is just a material for the next card. I don't ever use this effect. I don't ever use this card. It's just that I XYZ summon this, and then I use it as the materials for Utopia Lightning. Utopia Lightning is a really good card. You know, when you're attacking a monster once per chain, you can take off 1 XYZ material, and then it gains 2500 attack. So it's 5000 attack, but that's only once per chain, so you can do this whenever you're attacking a monster, so it's a really good card. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. This was my 6 Samurai deck profile. This is my deck. You guys can change it however you want to. This is just how I like to run my deck. If you enjoyed this video, click like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to stay up to date with all of our Yu-Gi-Oh content. I'm Horizon, and I'm signing off, and remember, believe in the heart of the cards.